So this video is all about how you create a contact list within Qualtrics. This is a very important skill to be able to have because it is the foundation of your distribution in most cases. And we'll talk about this in the next video, but this is probably the simplest way to do your distribution through this scene. So when you come into Qualtrics, this is what you'll see. You have in my case, I have a bunch of different surveys, but you don't actually have to go into the surveys quite yet. At the very top, you have a bunch of different options. You want to go into contacts. Now, I've already created a contact list. Um, So that's what you're looking at here. I have multiple contact lists. Uh, but for this case, when you start off uh, with without a contact list, you can create a contact list. Clicking this button, you basically put some kind of name. And if you only have like one or two projects, you probably don't even need to mess with this. But I have a bunch of different things, a bunch of different folders. So um, I have created folders for myself, but you don't have to put anything into a folder. It just go into a uncategorized folder. Once you click that, what will happen is what will happen is it will give you a couple of different options. You can import it from a file, you can add manually, or import it from a survey. So in this case, you wouldn't be importing it from a survey, but you would be either importing it from a file or adding it manually. Like, so say for example, someone else has a contact list they want to give you. It can be in CVS form or CSV form or Excel form. And it takes a couple of other different options too, but generally those are the ones that people be using, and you can browse through here and follow the prompt and do it that way. Another easy way is just doing it manually. All you do here is enter the email address, the first name, last name, and the external data reference is where did this where did this data source come from? So that's the way that I use it. So if this is an industry partner, I might put industry partner. Or if it's a university, I might put university. Language doesn't really matter because this this instrument is only in one language. So uh, it's not allowing me to do this because if you don't have an email address, it won't let you complete the list. So you would click this, and then you would have your contact list. So, but instead of doing that, we're just going to use the one that we already have. So in this case, we're going to use this survey list is one I created for. So this is a contact list I already created for this. Um, and it simply has just the same things that we see: name, last name, email address, and you can edit the list so you don't have to create your list at one time. This is a very user-friendly software. So for this list, you can always go in and then edit the list details, um, or you can actually send this. Yeah, you can import the list. This is where you would incorporate other individuals um, within your list, or export a list and send it to someone else if you need to, or you can simply just add more names to the list, just like before. Um, and this is important because you can actually do this within the survey, but I like to do it out here. And this is a task you'll want to do beforehand to get your contact list straight before you send out your first your distribution list. And in the next video, it talks about really why that's important. And so I'll talk about that in the next video. You'll be able to see why it's important to have that contact list down and working well, and all your procedures kind of optimized before you get to the distribution portion.